Sports Talk Media Podcast, and right now I'm interviewing
Coach Lilly. I'm the offensive line coach, special teams coordinator, OC, and also over the mentoring program here at Booker High School.
My name is Coach Woods, athletic director, head football coach at Booker High.
Nice to meet you guys. All right, we're gonna get right into the questions. First off, congratulations. I
Yes,
see
sir.
you right in front of. I know y'all see it.
Yeah.
What is your coaching philosophy regarding teamwork, discipline, and player development? I'm gonna ask you first.
Well, so those the things that you just named is very key for our program. When we came in 2022, before we even played the game, we implemented programs to help our young men off the field to address those things that you just named when it comes to discipline and development. Even with Coach Woods bringing in an awesome weightlifting conditioning program here, that's just been our number one focus on how can we change these young men's life off the field so it'll translate to what's really going on the field. So that was our number one goal coming into this season.
Nice.
Coming into this Booker.
Right. All right. How do you define success for a football program?
You define success, well, actually, piggybacking off what Coach Liddy talked about, your success is defined on what you put in the offseason, right? The good book says you reap what you sow, right? So everything that you put in the offseason, it comes to fruition when you get to the season, right? We have made it this far in the season with the discipline, with the structure, with everything we instilled, what we wanted from our culture. That's what you're seeing manifest right now, with us being fortunate enough to play in the state semifinal and hopefully beyond.
Preach.
What is your approach to building and maintaining a successful team culture?
First, we make sure we spend a lot of time off the field together. From this year, taking half our football team to Tallahassee for 7-on-7 tournaments, getting Airbnbs, taking kids on college tours to Florida State. Just last weekend, took a group of kids to the football classic to give them that experience. That's what we try to, so we don't have a lot of resources, so we try to do a lot of family time together to build that culture here at Booker High School.
Nice. How do you balance the demands of athletics with the academic responsibilities of the players?
Well, our whole thing is you're a student first, right? As considered a student athlete. You can't go to where you want to go unless you have your diploma, right? So we put that at the forefront of everything that we want to do. We want to make sure they take care of their books, and we have a great supporting cast with Kia Knight in the college career ready room. She says, hey, you have two tracks. Either you're going to be prepared to go to college or you're going to be prepared to go into the workforce. And she does a phenomenal job. She and Dee Dawkins of just really putting them, in front of different colleges, helping them with their college applications, and making sure they're taking the right classes to prepare themselves beyond Booker High School.
How do you motivate players to perform at their best?
First, let them know that we see them. We see where they are. We spend a lot of time with bringing kids in one-on-one and literally drawing on the board. If you take these steps, you can be right where you want to be. So like I said, we live life with them. Okay. We always encourage. We challenge them now. Yeah. We be on them. We call out their shortcomings, but we say, hey, but if you work on this, you could be one of the best athletes around, or actually reach your potential.
Okay. What is your offense and defense philosophy?
From a defensive standpoint, I'll let Coach Lilly handle the offense. From a defensive standpoint, we have a kill philosophy. Keep it likable and learnable. Our whole thing is we want to keep this stuff as simple as we possibly can so those guys can just take the thinking out of it and just let their instincts take over. We just want those guys to be physical, play fast, and just go out there and just make plays.
My thing is, our philosophy is 4 yards of play. How do we get 4 yards of play? Because last I checked, 4 times 3 is 12. Yeah. And when you have athletes around you, you know you're going to get those 30-yard, 60-yard, 80-yard plays. But if you can get 4 yards of play, how can you lose?
Yeah, that's a great response. I like that. How will you address a parent who is unhappy with their son's playing time or performance?
Call it First,
I'll take this because I was actually just dealing with this. I was just dealing with this. Our whole thing is we try to be as transparent as possible.
Okay.
We're going to give all of our student athletes multiple times to do the right thing. There are some times that, hey, they mess up this play or that. We're constantly making corrections. We're constantly trying to make improvements. And it's one of those things that if it doesn't get across, then we're just going to find somebody else that can get it done. Because essentially that's how it works in the real world. If you don't get your job done, you're going to be equally replaced. So that's been our whole thing. And it's one of those things that we're always going to make sure that we give you ample opportunity. So, I feel like we're as fair as they come as far as the coaching staff.
and if I could add on to that, I think we're one of the fewer organizations that we will play a freshman first day
Yep.
on varsity. Like, we do not discriminate on age. We do not discriminate on grade you in. If you got it, you going to play. Matter of fact, great example, Marlon Brown, freshman, number 22. He just ran for 182 yards Friday night with like 2 touchdowns, and he started at linebacker, and he's our starting punter. And so when parents come in, it's like we provide so many opportunities. We're allowed to be transparent with them. We're allowed to say, hold on, let's check out your child's track record. Right. Is he showing up to practice? Is he doing what he's supposed to do in the classroom and different things like that? So we can be transparent because of the opportunities that we actually provide for each child, no matter what grade they're in.
And to piggyback off that, Milan got his first scholarship offer to Bethune.
At halftime, at regional championship game, freshman led the team in rushing, and at halftime, they announced he got the offer because Bethune couldn't happen to be here.
That is big, man. Nice. Did you guys coach Little League or just high school? If both, how many years you coach?
Well, I did when Lincoln Memorial Academy was around. I did like 2 years, a year and a half there. Then I did try Little League for 1 year with New Manatee Broncos.
Most of my experience has come on all 3 levels. I've worked on the professional level with the Bengals and the Colts for 6 years. I worked on the collegiate level with Penn State, Eastern Michigan, and I worked on the high school level, obviously here at Booker High School and a couple other places.
Okay. I see y'all beat Mulberry 75-0 in the regional quarterfinals. Wow, that's impressive. So tell me about that night because that was fantastic.
We were just clicking on all cylinders. Coach Lilly, those guys on the offense side of the ball, they stress, hey, it doesn't matter who we play. As long as we're handling our business, we're going to go out and execute. The sky's the limit how many points we can put up.
Okay.
And we be trying to reach the sky.
75, you reached
Last year we had an 85-point game and an 80-point game, so this year 75 it's okay.
Okay, so that's your highest point.
85.
Oh, nice. Okay. Regional semifinals against Bayshore, a 9-1 team. You guys beat them 6-8 at home. What stood out the most about you guys players in this game?
Well, we started off slow, and we definitely was expecting to get much more points.
I think we did a great job. The last time we played them in the regular season, we scored 51. This time around, we scored 68. Obviously, when you play a team the second go-round, there's always going to be a few wrinkles that go, throughout that game. So they had the same pretty much personnel, but they moved some of their pieces around. So once we got acclimated and those guys settled in, we were able to just continue to dominate like how we have been the last few weeks.
Great answer.
Regional finals, you guys beat Nature Coast Tech 50-14 to make it a 3-peat. Like, wow, you guys bringing it every year. Mm-hmm. How you guys feel about that game?
I mean, we're excited. That's the expectation around here. The standard is the standard. Our whole thing is we want to go out, play our best ball, especially this late in the season. We want to be continually peaking.
Right. Steady going up. What about you?
So, I'm just going to go with what he just said. The 3-peat was big for us due to the challenges that we be facing. Yeah. Just so many different challenges from different areas. We just be happy to go out there and show that we're still here. Yeah. Going to the season, we lost our old head coach. Man, Coach Woods done stepped up, and we just wanted to do it for not only Newtown, but to show them one person don't stop this show. Coach Woods have stepped in, has really taken this program to the next level on there's so many levels. So, yeah, this definitely wanted to make sure my boy got this.
Appreciate that.
As you guys prepare for the game that means the most, state championship, how does it feel to have 4 teams out of 9 in the Final Four?
I'll let him answer first.
I mean, that's great on them, but we're solely focused on us, man.
yeah,
We got a rematch with Reigns. These guys have been waiting for this opportunity since that game ended last year. You know, we've used it as fuel for our off season to get back to this point, and now it's finally here. And all week we're playing James Brown, Big Payback.
Every day of the week, the same song.
Same song.
Yeah, we can't focus on nobody else around us.
Okay.
Big Bad Booker.
All right. Joel Morris. Let's talk about him. 29 touchdowns, 2,045 passing yards with 2 rushing touchdowns.
Man,
You guys got to say about him.
awesome young man.
Yep.
Respectful, coachable, do what you ask him to do, team leader. Man, I can keep on going over. Bro, think about it. 1 interception all year long. So it's just like he protects the ball. It's just like it feels good going to the Final Four with Joel at quarterback.
Yep, we're excited about it.
Okay. Chauncey Cannon, 5-star cornerback who committed to Florida State. He was the first person to do a shout out to my media company, STM Podcast. Looking forward to interview him. Before he goes off to college, what you guys like the most about this kid? He seems so humble.
He is. We love his growth and his development. You know, whereas where he is right now, he's in a really good spot. You know, he's playing all 3 phases of the game. He's a returner for us. He's playing offense at receiver. He's playing defense, and he's also like being more assertive. Like he'll go up to Coach Lilly like, "Hey, Coach, I can go in at receiver now." You know what I mean? Like because he just came off the field playing defense. Like he's constantly in communication with the offensive guys. Like if it's a critical moment, like he wants the ball in his hands. If it's a critical moment, he want to be back there, you know, getting a return or what have you. Like he in those biggest moments, he wants that spotlight, and that's what you want those guys to be, you know. And he's everything that we've asked him to be. He's done everything we've asked him to do. So excited about these last 2 games with him.
Okay.
He is him. He is him.
All right. Down Wester, 4-star wide receiver committed to Pittsburgh Panthers, which is LeJontay Wester, who plays for the Ravens. Family member, right?
Yes.
Tell me about this kid. I seen him in action against Bayshore game.
The most valuable player
Yes.
on
Great
Booker high school team. The most respectful young man I have ever coached in my life. The most hardworking young man. Oh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. From quarterback, put him at quarterback. He's our backup quarterback, wide receiver. We could cornerback, punt return, whatever. He is that guy, and he gonna show up and play.
All over the field.
The number one most valuable player on the team.
Most valuable player. I second that.
All right. How many seniors are committed? Who you will say your top 3 on both sides of the ball?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, we got some dogs. From a defensive standpoint, I mean, you got to start with Cavante Hugan. You know, he's been a 4-year starter for us. He's committed to go to Indiana. He's going to be an early enrollee. He'll be done in December. Second is obviously Chauncey Kennan, 5-star, committed to go to Florida State. And, I mean, it's a plethora of guys after that. You got Courageous Hayes. You got Jamon Thompson, who's another senior that's committed to New Mexico State. He's going to be an early enrollee. I mean, we got a lot of guys that are just committed, but, I mean, you're talking about some unsung heroes. Ladarian Smith's on the team that does all the dirty work. You know what I mean? Like, if Ladarian was, you know, a foot taller, he would have everybody in the college after him. You know, just we have guys like that on that side of the ball. Jordan Booker, who's had 4 or 5 interceptions, he's taken 2 or 3 of them back to the house. You know, I mean, we got guys like that. You know, Tyler Morton, just playmakers all on all 3 levels, man. That, you know, they're just, you know, doing a phenomenal job. So I think we'd be doing a disservice if I just single out 3 guys. You know what I mean? But because they all do a phenomenal job.
Okay.
Well, as an offensive line coach, I'm just going to put them all in one group. The whole offensive line. The offense does not move without the offensive line.
That's true.
But to give 3 players, Tyron Wortham, Dylan Wester, and my center, Nate Rodriguez. That, to me, that's a hard. Joel is already the leader on offense, but those other 3 is those guys that really make this offense go.
Nice. So to end this interview, you were speaking on the coach that you guys had lost, right? Is that Fred Gilmore?
No, Littles.
Okay,
Coach
okay,
Littles.
Okay, all right. And what happened with him?
Just some things happened where
He had to resign.
he had to resign from his position. And I'm gonna be honest with you. We thought the SotaDame era probably was gonna be over, but we was blessed. This is actually Coach Little's mentor. He coached Coach Little's in high school, took him to church growing up. So it's like we got the father.
Right.
We got we got
Sensei.
the. You feel me?
Right.
We got the. So it's like, you know. So he was here the whole time, but it's like that he was able to come in and implement. You know, when you're not the head coach, you can only implement so much.
Yeah.
He's been able to come in and get the community involved. Got the kids be running up to the band with the band, dancing with the band after the game. It's just a different energy that Coach Woods brought as the head coach. We love our Coach Littles. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like the program has definitely excelled and went to the next level. Games that we would have lost in the past, we won them this year.
Okay. So how you feel to be the head coach of Booker High School?
Man, it's a humbling experience. Grateful to have one of the best coaching staffs on the planet. Great senior class and great community support. So all the above, man. We check all the boxes here. Just excited about where we're going with our program. Excited about Friday, have an opportunity to go back to Jacksonville and finish that business, man. Yeah, finish that business.
All right, man. It's comes to the end of the interview, but I know you guys want to shout out to anybody. Y'all know y'all ready for Friday.
Oh, we already ready for Friday. We've been ready for Friday. We've been ready for Friday since that clock hit 0 last year in Jacksonville. So we ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a great week of practice. All the fans that are listening, please come out and support us. We need everybody we can get out there in Duval County.
It's big SotaDame. It's big do it for Newtown. And we here to stay. We ain't going nowhere.
Big Bad Booker.
Big Bad Booker.